You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons adventure path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party travels to the Scoured Stars using a very special shortcut. The Sunrise Maiden and the Discerning Dagger make their way out of Absalom Station.
Tethered together by jumper cables.
Not yet. You don't have to do that immediately.
Okay, were these actually just physical like jumper cables, or was it just a magnetic
He keeps
field?
saying jumper cables. I'm thinking like an umbilical with like magnetic connects.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, when you said that, I was almost thinking less umbilical or anything connected, but literally there's like this giant, intense magnetic field being blasted between both ships. I was thinking like poor wildlife flies in and just
nothing so intense.
Space birds. Watch out. Those space windmills will
turns into
get
a
you.
roasted turkey immediately.
You get out into safe
We'll run out of
space.
rations. Grab that for later.
Sweet Feather and Zenka are working very closely together, coordinating their piloting. You will find that Sweet Feather is a very competent pilot. Perhaps not as good as Zenka, but, you know.
Who is?
Some days not even Zenka.
Isabel will be on comms with Maia, coordinating the
Same
engineering.
thing. Sometimes I forget how to use computers.
Yeah,
some of those roles.
All control what?
What was that?
So Isabel and Maia will be on comms with one another, coordinating efforts to make sure power fluctuations are kept under control. Buteo and her two cousins are very excited about leaving Absalom Station. You get the feeling that they haven't been told everything, such as we're going into hell.
Stay away from the windows. No, really.
Yeah.
Stay away from the windows.
I feel like
They
if
don't
you
need to
tell
know.
them that, they might get more excited.
But
What does hell actually look like? I mean, in my head, I just think like lots of red and lava and
Depends
hot
on
things.
what
But
level, but most of hell, I just like to think is like,
So like the first ring is what, like a desolate wasteland,
oh, right, the different
basically.
levels of hell, and like the one
yeah,
level's
but
like
this
all
is like
ice
space
and
hell, so it's probably like just miles and miles of office buildings full of cubicles with the air processing smells like sulfur.
yeah. So you coordinate. You find that the tethering is pretty easy and intuitive. A lot of the computers are trying to help make this happen anyway. Once the tethers are connected, you'll find there's pretty significant like power draw on your ship, but it's mostly like to try to help balance out the load. It takes a considerable amount of time to finalize like this portal stuff. Like Isabel kind of walks Maia through it because it's going to be a lot of their job to make sure this portal gets opened both here as well as once you're in hell. It takes some time, some coordination with like the engineering and computers, but it doesn't have to be tethered the entire time. You basically just have to have your ship prepared for that moment, and once that tether hits, you can basically, hit the enter key and everything happens. So with some work, some practice, maneuvers, all that stuff, you open a portal into hell.
Hooray!
And you fly through, and welcome to hell.
Dun, 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 dun.
So it is kind of desolate. There's it's very craggy. There's a lot of like magma flows and stuff. It's slightly difficult to fly the ship because this isn't really like a space as much as you're flying in atmosphere. So that's kind of what you're dealing with right now, Zenka.
23 piloting.
Okay, I'm not throwing out like a piloting check. I'm just saying that it's
She's
not.
just telling you that she's
It's
not
not zero G.
That's roughly how I'm handling it.
Yeah, you're flying through
I don't know what that
atmo.
number means.
you're flying through Atmo, so like you just have to keep those things in mind, those dynamics and stuff. So you're not going to be able to go nearly as fast as you would in space. You're kind of limited to like friction and all these other forces.
I still get the +1.
Yeah. So in essence, the Sunrise Maiden is treated more like a vehicle than a spaceship.
Okay.
It's an aeroplane.
Yep, things are going very, very smoothly. Like you can check the life science. You can do your life sciences checks and all that stuff, and you can tell that you are in hell. And there aren't many flying machines going through hell, but a lot of people in this particular area could probably care less. And things seem to be going very well. So if I could get a computers or engineering check from Maia, because now we're getting close to where this portal needs to be, and we need to get it situated.
All right, let's not screw up the one thing I'm exceptionally good at.
You are fine.
The farther we go through hell, the more and more
good.
unnerved Cyna is going to be, and this nest of like blankets and crocheted quilts and everything that the captain's chair is turning into to kind of compensate for her small size is just.
She's not busy murdering people.
Right.
She crochets to calm her nerves.
No, she just she just likes visiting.
She makes a nest.
Yes.
Look, I
and
made
just
an
like
Afghan.
hiding in all of this and under the covers, just like, yep. Mom always said I'd end up here if I didn't change my ways.
You're not wrong. So what was your check?
It was a 36.
36, my God.
Do we get to leave?
You fall asleep in the middle of opening the portal, but it opens anyways.
They're on the comms Maia, can you go ahead and do this? I'm just sleeping on my headset, not even doing anything, but it's somehow like my hand is falling.
You scripted it all in advance. You just hit start and it's just doing everything
was that
for
the
you.
sound of an exocortex sighing at you?
All right, I'm sleeping with the exocortex. It's just like, God, this is ridiculous.
Why do I always get night shift?
What is actually really funny is at my current level of mechanic, that is 100% doable, is me just leaving mentally and the exocortex doing things on the computer on its own. Like, that it's actually very... that is something that is mentioned in the text. So
you get
not
the night
me
shift.
sleeping, but...
you get the night shift because you are literally a computer and do not need to sleep.
Right.
Everything seems to be going smoothly. And then... you get a hail from...
It says that. It says fuel your destiny on this energy drink.
you get a...
It's an energy drink, not the friggin' Master Sword.
I don't know. It's a rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, it's a rainbow unicorn flavor. It's unicorn blood, probably.
So you get a hail.
Now we know why we're in hell.
Right.
So you get a hail from hell.
Do they call it that?
I am.
Okay. All right.
It's a double H.
We're going to open that up.
I can't speak Abyssal and Infernal, so...
Well, that's handy because it's in Infernal.
Oh, good.
I will hand that off to you.
Everybody's staring at me in just the most
I don't know what
terrified
languages I
ways
speak.
as I'm like gutturally speaking back to whatever is speaking to me.
Is it your telephone voice?
So
like you pick up, you put on your telephone voice, you're like, hello. Put it on hold. They're really upset about something.
It's just like my character's literally never spoken in any of like hell language before, and then it's just out of the blue. But it's
turn
like,
and look at you.
what?
I mean,
like Cyna's fight or flight just triggered.
I mean, I know Celestial, but that's mostly because of church. I had to quote prayers.
Yeah, because she loves Jesus.
I had an elective in college.
Infernal 101.
Choice, pun intended.
The voice replies, you are currently flying, trespassing even, on infernal airspace by order of the Asmodean Navy, you are ordered to set down so that justice may be done upon you. Otherwise, we can do this the hard way.
What do they say?
I promise we will not be here long. We're just passing through. I don't know if you've ever heard that excuse before, but this is real. We're just passing through hell.
Promises in hell are typically signed with blood.
Right. If I don't set this down, feasibly,
you seem to be having some trepidations.
I mean,
your hesitance has been noted, and then the comms shut down. Klaxons immediately sound.
Did he get hung up on? What did you say to him?
So I'll relay the information that we're to land immediately, so that justice may be
that's
put
cute.
upon us.
That's cute.
And I told them that we were just passing through, and they didn't seem to like that answer.
Hold on. Our ships are less than 500 feet, right? I'm gonna just use the telepathy and the mask and just go. I thought you said this was cleared.
What's the punishment?
No one said it was cleared. We just said it would be.
We didn't ask that question
possible.
either. To be fair,
what's the punishment for trespassing in hell?
Probably death.
They make you stay.
That's what. Yeah, probably. I'd imagine.
So here's what I think. I think we should get the out of here.
Well, I think we should peace out, but then also I don't want our ships to be crumpled if we could just kill them on the ground and leave.
Maia's been working on that. However, Klaxon has sounded.
Okay.
Sweet Feather will come in. All right, keep your eyes open. Surface to air missile.
The same info to
surface to air missile.
Surface to air missile incoming.
All right.
Isabel comes in. That's not a surface to air missile.
We got to put our ass to it because then our flat cannon will grab it.
What is it?
It's Infernal Sortie Gear.
See, I don't know what that is.
If you could explain what that is.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's flying right at us. Shoot it down.
You take a devil and you build a ship around it.
We should shoot the shit out of it.
This one's a small one, though, it looks like. Imp class.
Imp class. We should shoot it to death while we're flying away from it. As fast as we can.
You may turn over your sheets now.
Okay.
You are now in a chase.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much you can use the same stats for the maiden that you can here. We're going fast and loose with this because it was this or do the boring things that the society scenario wants you to do at the beginning. The last page or pages in the case of Zenka are specific to your role because all of you are going to be busy. Isabel gets on comms and says, Cyna, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need you to head to the starboard auxiliary, the door.
Prayers. You want me to go to prayers?
No, not the gun. The actual, auxiliary airlock.
I'm on my way.
Okay. So the Sunrise Maiden has an auxiliary airlock in the back and the starboard side. You go in there and, it's basically now one set of doors between you and hell itself.
Okay.
You will find that there is something new in the auxiliary airlock. Is a halfling-sized kind of like seat with umbilicals that kind of attach to the ship or whatever. Mm-hmm. Give you a nice and a 5-point harness for you to sit in. The feet area are like nice and mag locked to give you nice good grip. And what swings in is a very impressive anti-material rifle.
Okay.
It shoots anti-existence.
And everything about this chair is designed to incorporate with the ship to be able to give you the smoothest kind of matching the ship whatever possible. So like gyroscopes, whatever, to help you with your aiming, so you don't have to worry about much jarring and whatnot. Isabel says, so this is really good for anti-personnel, but I think we're going to be using it against the sortie gear today because it's basically just machinery around a devil.
All right, so
you know, if you kill the pilot, it can't fly, right? That's what I thought.
All right, well, I'm just already strapping in. It's like, there's work to do. It's time to go to work.
Gotta put down the crochet.
I've never shot a spaceship with a sniper rifle before.
So the Sunrise Maiden now has a door gunner.
And the
I'll try to keep it steady.
The Geneva Convention says you don't use anti-material weapons as a sniper rifle, but you know what?
Geneva has no jurisdiction.
Geneva has no jurisdiction here. We're in hell.
We're pretty sure they didn't sign that contract.
I'm pretty sure this is a good act. My alignment will be fine.
My alignment will be fine.
Isabel gets on comms with Maia. Maia, let's get to work.
Okay. Yup.
You'll hear chatter on comms too. It sounds like that in addition to mobilizing the M-Class Infernal Sortie gear, that in a few moments they will also be mobilizing something called Cornigan-class Infernal Sortie gear.
Okay. I'm assuming very similar in build, but bigger.
Similar.
Just right.
Okay. So, the chase is on. So, in a vehicle chase, you monitor only the relative positions of vehicles. The easiest way to do this is a series of horizontal lines. I've done this in a vertical list, and good guys, bad guys.
Okay.
Whatever. Hopefully we don't make it all the way down to the end of that list, because it will not end well for you guys if it does.
There's a bunch of X's at the bottom.
Those are just normal.
Oh, okay.
And it's easier to write 3 X's than normal. I made a table of random stuff, and literally, I didn't get any of the normal stuff till the end.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be a wild ride.
Well, no, it still looks pretty bad, because towards the bottom it says things like fiery cyclone and heat wave, and yeah.
It's all right. I pulled out my space superiority rules.
Yep. They might.
Because those are coming up.
They might come in handy. Right. So, as default, vehicles are in the same zone. Are considered to be about 50 feet apart. If they're engaged, they're considered adjacent, but they normally don't touch. Vehicles one zone apart are about 200 feet apart. Being ahead of an opponent is advantageous. You get a bonus to piloting checks to everyone that's behind you. So the phases are that we will have pilot actions. So the Sunrise Maiden will be making piloting actions. The Discerning Dagger will be making piloting actions, and this Infernal Sortie gear will be making piloting actions. We determine if there's been any chase progress, and then pilots and passengers take their actions in initiative order. We'll just move in the same order that I've got you guys up here, because I don't think it'll be a big deal, kind of like Starship Combat. So yeah, again, this is going to be fast and loose. So not only are you trying to outrun this particular sortie gear, you're also trying to fill up this clock, which is your portal out of hell, while at the same time these clocks will be filling up. One is the deployment of the Cornigan-class sortie gear, and the other is the Cornigan-class sortie gear makes its way to you.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
So this makes it sound like we're fighting Devil Gundams.
It is exactly what you're fighting is Devil Gundams.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't want to fight a Devil Gundam.
No. I don't want to fight a normal Gundam. I've seen entirely too much Gundam Wing just to know, we're in a badass ship. Uh-oh, Gundam's coming. We gotta get the F out of here quick, Tuh.
What's a Gundam? It's a ship with arms.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. It can do backflips in space. You don't even want it to be here.
So,
Perfect maneuverability in space is not a...
Yeah.
all right, so pilots, what are we going to do?
Physics only affecting me.
Actually, this is probably about a space behind you all, so you are ahead of this particular sortie gear. What would you like to do from your piloting?
Do we want to
checks?
keep it behind us, or would you like to let it catch up to engage?
Well, here's the question. Can I use our spaceship weapons against this thing?
Yes, you are basically targeting the spaceship.
Okay. So I have a turret with a particle beam on it.
And you are targeting...
Yeah, I have
Cyna's
the
targeting,
ability to basically pick off subsystems.
Yeah, see, I like that. You put us where you want to be, and we'll make things happen.
I feel like my strategy is going to be double maneuvering, figuring out how the first maneuver goes, then picking the second maneuver.
That's okay. His range is 500 feet, and my range is like 10 miles. So we're good. You put us where you want to be. We'll make it happen.
Okay, cool.
Firing solution, entering now.
All right, I'd like to try a double maneuver. Yeah, I'm going to try a double maneuver. First one's going to be a trick to try to give them a penalty. That is DC 15 plus level of the ship.
My ship or your ship?
I think our vehicle's item level, so it'd be our ship's level,
I thought I put DCs on.
So
you might have, but it might be on the other sheet.
That means
because I have like 8
shot
sheets.
just keeps going until it hits something.
Yeah.
And you're in hell, so I mean,
if I miss,
nobody down here's innocent.
If I miss, like half a city block, just
look at you doing
gone
stuff.
now.
Yeah. DC
because
22.
on non-starships,
that would be our level.
Starship weapons do times 10 damage.
So
that's
let's roll a piloting check
to your house.
That should be sufficient. That is a 30 on the piloting check.
Okay.
Needed a 22. So even with the penalty, that's fine. Okay, so pilots behind us are going to take -2 penalties for a round. We're going to move forward 1 zone in the progress phase, and let's try an evade action. Just to give us a bonus to AC.
Okay.
And that's a 17 required and I'm at a -4. That'll just get there. That's a 21 minus the 4 is 17.
All right. So it is going to...
They're at a -2, and we have a +2 to our AC, and we move forward around. So. Cool. I rolled a 3.
So it is going to attempt to speed up. Yeesh.
You may be overtuned. Just a little.
I built to fly a spaceship.
27, 17.
I'm flying a
I could
goddamn
also
spaceship.
further increase our speed even more.
So
with that, mechanic
it is
trick I've
successful with its speed up action, so it'll immediately come up 1 phase. So next, since we're in the chase phase, since everybody progresses, you are now in a zone called Brimstone Flak. That'll come up in a little while.
Okay.
Around, well, in weird order, Cyna, you have an action if you'd like to take one.
All right, is this thing close enough for me to shoot?
What's your range increment? Because you're within 50 feet.
Oh, well then, yeah. Okay. Then
and he's putting you in position. So like the airlock opens, and you can just like...
Oh, this thing's like right behind us, literally right there.
Yeah, and yeah, so you're kind of positioning yourself. You
Is it like the Jurassic Park arm where they're on the Jeeps and it's like folds out and they're like, he's just on the thing and he like tranks stuff? That's what okay.
I don't think it would count as behind us now.
It's...
Because it's beside.
You're basically
same zone,
like racing. Yeah. Again,
All
you're
right,
going...
yeah.
Yeah.
Then, well, that being the case, this thing targets EAC, and it's fired as a sniper. Can I use trick attack with it?
What? Judges?
I think it sees you.
Well, no, that's not the thing. Like, trying to...
Well, I mean,
you're shooting the ship, though, right?
Well, the ship and it are basically the same thing.
I'll allow it.
All right.
It does say here on the sheet, like, just ask your GM how they feel about what attack you want to make.
Right.
It does say it's there.
So basically,
Their
the last
discretion.
thing he's going to expect is a halfling with a sniper rifle on the side of a spaceship. So, well, anti-material rifle. Sorry, Geneva.
I kind of feel like calling it a sniper rifle is not giving it enough credit.
Actually, it is an anti-material
you're
rifle.
You're getting a good look at this thing now. Imps are small,
right?
Like real small. This thing actually has a tail gunner in it too. So there's actually like 2 imps in this like really tiny.
Oh, okay.
Like fighter sized.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, then I'm going to target its engine specifically. So, since I'm level 7, I'll take 10 on my check for the trick attack. And that'll be a 32.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. And to hit, not great. Is going to be an 18 energy, flat-footed.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
So they certainly weren't expecting it, but this is your first time kind of in this sort of, rig.
I expected it to kick more.
It's taking a lot of the recoil and stuff, and now that you can relax a little bit more, and you don't have to like kind of lean into it that much, it should be easier. Ion
it has like kinetic dampeners on it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna flip that main turret right towards it.
Okay. All right.
I love the sound of this.
Yeah. My turn.
What could go wrong?
And oh, that's gonna be. I rolled really bad. It's only gonna be 17.
As a miss.
Yeah.
This thing is super maneuverable.
That's okay.
You know that it's a fighter class.
Yeah. So
it's going to be very difficult to hit. But when you do,
if the angle of this attack is anywhere towards pointed down, I missed. So wherever that ends, that area of infernal structure just ceased to exist.
So here's the other thing too, depending on where you guys are, like you guys are really close, so you can pretty much pick, like, do you want to shoot port, starboard? If it's in front of you, you need to shoot forward. If it's behind you, you need to shoot aft. And turret kind of covers all those. So, without getting really technical, just based on like, you can coordinate with Zenka and he can do like a barrel roll or something, and you can.
I do get this
all right,
once a day.
It's going to take
me to hold on
a shot
later.
Let's see how this pans out. Okay.
Does a 29 hit your guys' AC, your starship AC?
It will.
It will?
Because I think we're only at a 23 right now.
Okay.
Because that's 14 plus 7.
That
plus
is
2.
16 damage, and I'll let you guys pick which quadrant that is, since you're in the same.
I mean, port, starboard, it doesn't matter.
Wait, it was what did it take penalties to? AC when you?
It took penalties if it's behind us, but I don't think it's behind us anymore.
It's not. Okay.
And we got a +2 to our AC, but I included that.
Gotcha. Okay. So it shot you with a light plasma cannon.
Ouch.
Yep. Maia, you and Isabel need to work on getting that portal open.
All right. What do I need to do to open the portal?
Computers or engineering check.
Okay. And how many actions on my turn does this take?
This is pretty much going to be your whole turn. So, if you want to go gun, that's fine.
Right, but the portal needs to be open.
The portal needs to be open.
Now, I also feel like if hell is coming after us, we should just leave hell instead of shooting everything in hell.
That's fair. Yeah, right.
Tell him I'm coming.
Now,
Yeah,
since
I'm
these,
bringing hell with me.
Yeah.
these are slightly different rules we're playing with.
Oh, yeah.
If I were to haste circuit, would
Yeah.
you give me an additional action to use?
What would you use that additional action to do?
Just for one extra standard action, probably I can either mechanic trick to give you +2 bonuses, because it'll speed the ship up and you get your +2 bonuses toward anything.
I mean, I'm
movement
okay
based.
with that.
That would be probably, I wouldn't use it to
Sure.
attack. I would use it for the...
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Our computer on 2 checks, we can take +2. So you can add a +2 to your piloting anyways, and I can add a +2 to my gunner.
I
Let
thought
me-
there was, do we change? I thought we had a flat piloting bonus. Or did that change?
Piloting
It's
is
the-
+1
it's the duo node.
for the
Oh,
ship.
okay.
But you can use the computer to improve any 2 checks each round by 2.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
so yeah, then...
So are we just reserving that for piloting? then?
You'll do that. You'll take it for 1 piloting, and I'll take it for 1 gunnery.
Okay.
Because I didn't add that, and I would have made it a 19 last time, which probably would have been enough.
So my turn, I will use a bonus action to activate my haste circuit, so I can move just a little bit quicker. In that case, I'll do the full round computers check for the portal.
Okay.
In which case, I rolled a 38,
Yeah, you get there.
and yeah, my computer's is +20. at
Yeah,
this
he's just
point
all like,
in
man,
life."
this little app I made for helping me formulate interdimensional portals just makes it such a breeze.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
And then my,
five-dimensional math has never been easier.
Yeah. iPortal for the win. Let's do it.
My remaining, I guess the extra standard then will be used towards using 1 resolve point to give you +2 bonuses. Then I guess RP wise would be I'm reflashing, in a car you can reflash its computer. It'd be the same for the ship. I'm quickly reflashing so you feel just a slight bit of lag for a quarter of a second, and the next thing you know the ship is suddenly way faster. And you're like, what?
Could you not do that while I'm flying?
Whoa!
I'm totally appreciative,
Don't you hate
but
it when they reset the standard?
don't do that while I'm flying.
They
Oh my god.
they reset the BIOS when they did the upgrade.
Right, yeah. But so for all intents and purposes, you'll not get +2 bonuses toward anything movement based. on
Okay,
the ship.
so I've now got a 21 to piloting checks before I touch a die.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so remember that time that you were drifting a semi-truck with the trailer still attached to it? Yeah.
It's coming in handy now.
Yeah, now we have basically a performance car with a semi-truck attached to it.
Okay, so you guys are flying, and this brimstone just kicks out of a fissure, acting kind of like flak, sort of spraying the air.
Now we're being pelted by volcanoes.
Oh, geez, does
But I
a
have lost the
32
result.
hit the ship's AC?
It do.
Oh,
Because all of these bonuses don't improve my ranks. I have a thing for that,
Ouch.
but that's later.
Maybe I'll go back to the Miracle Worker page, and we won't be using it for your enhancement bonus. It'll be used for the damaged ship.
That's 42 damage. I'll let you pick the quadrant.
I don't think it matters.
As this flak just starts spraying.
Wow, we have weaponized volcano.
We took damage.
We're just going to take that on the front since this thing is never going to get in front of us, right?
It better not.
So that, okay.
I have no reason not to take the double action. Admittedly, that is a penalty to both resulting actions, but all you to -4.
So what happened is that tore right through our front shields like they were made of butter, and it was made of a propane torch. And then it did 19 hull points damage to us, which gives us 1 critical threshold.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
this is the worst we've ever been hurt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been hit before.
So
But just scratched.
You literally went through an eruption.
Yeah.
Oops.
avoid the volcanoes.
No.
If it makes you feel better, they went through it too.
Well, good.
That's fine.
They went
It
through
doesn't
it
really
too.
make me feel better at all.
Yeah, they probably have immunity to fire because they're demons and
Well,
devils.
their ship, on the other hand, it's still flak. It's
Tearing mechanicals off.
You resist the fire damage, not the bludgeoning.
So what's our first?
So you want me to roll
critical threat?
No, I got it already.
Okay.
Weapons away. Randomly determine one weapon's arc. So we'll say 6 is roll again. So it's going to be 5, which is turret. So it's going to be
glitching.
A -2 to everything I do with my turret.
All right,
which is good because we're getting a +2, so I'm just back to rolling the die.
How are we deciding turn order?
I'm just kind of. Pilots will always take their piloting action.
Yeah, the pilots have a special phase.
And then we're just
Let me go
abstracting
before
it.
you then on the next one.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can hold. I don't care.
Okay.
Zenka,
Yes.
that hurt. Like you were
did.
basically flying directly into it because it peppered the front. And you're like, yeah, these shields will hold up.
Yeah. You know what the best thing is he's hanging outside the ship attached to a giant gun.
Yeah,
Like, he sees this. Did we just fall?
Yeah,
Did we just fly through a volcano explosion? Oh my god.
If it makes you guys feel better, that's like the worst hazard that was on this sheet. and I
So
had to
much
roll.
better.
You start out with the powerful attack.
I rolled for it.
No.
It was on a table.
You start out with the powerful attack. I don't know why more things don't do that. Okay, so we're going to.
I don't think hell gets to pick.
What is our ship's base frame HP increment? I don't fully know what that means, but I figure you guys do.
The base frame increment.
Base frame HP increment for our
Is it
ship.
like 7 or something? I don't know.
It is.
So I'm going to double maneuver.
Okay.
First maneuver is going to be speed up, which is what is the DC for that?
Increment
17.
is
It'd be
10.
24 for you.
24. Cool.
It's
And then
10.
I've got +2, +1. I can add in another +2. Let's add in another +2. And then I can choose to add in a
Yes.
D4 later.
Okay.
I'm going to add in a D4.
Would that bring us down a critical
Because
threshold?
that is
Or no?
only a 24, and then I've got a 4 penalty
Well, that's
on that
part
one.
of the.
So you don't
Yeah,
speed
it's
up.
part of the.
Well, I gotta roll a
special,
D4 real
bonus.
Oh, okay.
That if
For
it
your
would bring us
superiority.
back
that's
over
only
it,
going to make
it
it.
automatically repairs it.
It's only going to bring it up to 20.
Because
would
our
be enough.
critical
Does he give you
attacks are
bonuses
13,
from
we're at
the-
19 damage?
Oh, perfect.
So it would bring
He
us to
made
9,
adjust
which is
a
below.
plus
Yeah,
2.
he did. Hold on, because that was
That would
24
be my turn.
plus 5 from that.
Did you get the random +2 from the computer?
Yeah. 24 plus 5 is 29 minus 4 is 25
Which
plus
is
2.
enough.
Yeah, so that should be enough.
Okay. So you move up one zone immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the second check, I'm going to try that evade again to give us another bonus to our AC.
Okay.
I don't know how well that's helping, but we'll try it out.
When they roll 34s and stuff, it's not super.
You are in an area that's giving you a tailwind, so I'm going
That's-
to give you a bonus for your.
Don't eat it. 37
Yes.
after all. No. 35 after all adjustments.
Yeah.
Plus the tailwind.
Yeah. So what was the trick you were doing?
Evade.
Okay. So you've got evasion up. Got it.
Yeah, so we got a +2 to our AC.
Okay.
And you'll move forward in the chase progress. They
It's
will
now behind us.
Yep. They'll want to try to speed up. With a 39, they'll be able to. So we go to chase progress. So you both move up a space. Maia, you want to go first.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to keep the haste on, help with the whole portal thing, and then for my extra additional action, I'll be using a move called Miracle Worker, which will restore. It has a number of abilities, but for this case, it can restore a number of hull points equal to the starship's base frame HP increment. And he was saying is 10. And part of the bonus to this is it will automatically repair one of the critical like thresholds.
Ooh.
But you can only use that once a day. But this is perfect time.
That takes care of a lot of problems.
Yeah,
that you're
especially
having
since
right now.
when we drop out of this hell dimension, we may be dropping into normal space combat.
Right. We're going to go straight from this into an invasion.
Right.
But so my computer's check is a 30
for
the hell portal.
Yep. Get there.
I'm just trying to think of like RP wise what my person's like doing to repair like this. I'm like hooking myself into the ship and like laying under it and like hooking cables and stuff back together to make the turret rerouting power of things that were broken.
Yeah.
Like,
It's good now. It's good.
just keep shooting.
I feel like with our history and the amount of time we've had the Sunrise Maiden, I guarantee you've got just a set of PowerShell scripts that are just like fix shit.
Forcing our robot like outside, like in this suit we have like engineered for it to be on the outside of the ship while it's used this like.
Okay. So you do that. Cyna gets a really good view of the discerning dagger kind of coming through, and every single weapon seems to be manned
Oh, wow.
on it right now.
He's got like 6 children over there.
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and
Who do
Louie are
nothing
like,
but sit around and
we
play
can
video
shoot them,
games.
Dad.
That's pretty much what's happening. Is these kids sit around and
Uncle
play with
Video
weapons and video games.
children.
Are we dying? I feel like we're dying, Dad.
Even like the port, starboard, all these guns that don't need to be shooting are just kind of on.
There's no even enemies. They're just like shooting off into the sky of hell. Just like
I was mistaken. It's not a T9. It's a T10.
So, one of these weapons actually does score a hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, he replaced the fighter bay with his shop.
It also means it has a spoiler.
Cyna, Ion, who would like to go?
Let me shoot this bastard.
Yeah, do it.
Nope. 18 energy, flat-footed.
Okay. Did you do trick attack or?
Yeah, but if it worked, it'll still work.
Okay. Yeah. That will miss.
We have that +2. Were you getting the +2?
No, I am.
That's for computers. He's doing a very manual thing right now.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess you could argue you've got aim assist or something, but
Well, I mean, the gyro's hooked into the ship.
that is true.
Am I receiving that bonus too to my skills for the portal?
But
No.
this gun is not going to do significant damage to it, but what it does is it basically
21?
inflicts critical hits.
To hit?
Yeah.
Because I basically shoot off
Damn,
pieces
this
of
thing's got
ship.
AC for days.
It
Remove
does.
this piece,
What's the
remove this
highest
piece,
you can
remove
roll
this piece.
The highest I can roll
on like a gunnery?
is 34 if I take on all the bonuses I can.
Yeah, it's wiry.
Okay.
You gotta
I gotta roll
you
high.
gotta do stuff to be able to even hit this thing. Like it's too quick. It's got Zenka, its speed is 14.
Ooh. It's a whole lot faster than
It's
us.
got the biggest thrusters you can put on a thing.
So imps are just like hell goblins then?
No, they pissed somebody off who made them block this.
Also, for all intents and purposes, beyond the piloting checks, I think that you're considered like 2 units faster now with my.
It's whatever. It depends on the units.
Okay. So we are
+2 enhancement bonus to its speed.
All right.
Well, that thing's turning on. I don't like it.
It's like weird because we're in some weird version of space combat.
All
Like,
right.
it's-
yeah, it's
All
weird.
right.
So
using
we're
the vehicle
next
change
phase is
rules on
piloting.
the spaceship.
Okay, cool.
Right.
You are experiencing a headwind, so anything that would cause you to want to speed up or anything like that is going to be more difficult. I'll let you argue your case depending on what type.
You
of
know what you
maneuvers you're
should
doing.
do is you should just barrel roll this bitch and hit and ram into it using our starboard side that is fully.
I mean, there are
shielded.
ramming rules.
That is fully shielded.
Are there ramming rules?
Hell
we're-
yeah,
we're-
they're ramming
I
We're in
rules.
have
the vehicle
ramming
rules instead of the space combat rules.
Yeah.
There are ramming rules in vehicles.
Oh, collisions.
Oh yeah, I gave Zenka those rules because that's.
I have the collisions rules. All right, this is going to be less of a boop and more of a
bam
crunch.
We still have starboard shields. So, do that.
Okay, now we take damage for that. There's no, like...
Right.
We just take it.
Right. Our shields do.
Okay. While I'm trying to figure out this check, you go ahead and figure out what our attack collision damage is.
Well, how do I do that?
Is it not in there? Do I reference a page?
Yes, 228. Because it should be in the entry for the vehicle.
228?
Give me a second. I'll be there in a minute.
The Sunrise Maiden was intended to be a spaceship, not a vehicle.
Right
I know
now
that
it's
sounds
serving
like
as
an
both.
oxymoron, but
60-10 bludgeoning.
How do we determine that?
magic, I guess.
6d10 bludgeoning?
Oh, it's right there. 60,
Okay.
10 bludgeoning. Look at that.
It's like there's a chart for it.
There is.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'm okay with 60, 10
So-
bludgeoning.
First action.
Hi! Bam!
First action, collision. Okay, cool. Let's re-roll. I'm at a +5.
Yeah, like if we can't shoot this thing, then we're just going to beat it out of the sky using our ship.
Okay, I'm at a +1 total because of the penalty for doing two things.
You're bad!
Okay, so that is a 30. DC is equal to its KAC. 30.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
You hit the Imp's KAC. I'm going to
Cool.
treat this thing as like its armor. Yes.
So we ram into it.
So that
And-
does 60,
Which,
10.
what direction do you want to ram into it at? since-
Starboard, since we have all of our starboard.
Well,
shields.
your starboard. What direction on it are you?
No, that's port. We'll hit its port.
I mean, you can literally just like fly this bitch upside down.
Yeah, cut it off.
We're not made for aerodynamics. We're literally just staying up by the sheer will of like thrusters and speed and like FU hell.
And caffeine.
Lots of caffeine.
Lot of caffeine.
It's taking a lot of damage to the aft.
All right, so how much damage does that do to us?
Half.
So you want to roll? Who wants to roll 60-10?
I just rolled 60, 10.
That's why he made that face.
He was really excited about that good roll until half.
So who?
We take half. We'll
Can't
do this,
keep fixing
we'll
the
do this
ship.
exactly once.
As Isabel cringes so hard.
Okay,
from
so
bashing
it takes
our ship.
41.
Okay, which quadrant is it taking 41 at?
Which one's the most damaged?
The
The bat. Aft.
Yeah,
Just
we're
take
gonna
its
just
engine off.
we're just gonna take
41?
its engine. Yeah, 41, and then we take 20, which means we now have 2 shields left in our starboard.
That's fine.
Oh,
It didn't break.
It's not through shields.
No.
Crunch.
Shields are still up.
Okay, so
Yeah, this sound happens that
Did
just makes you
somersault
want to
from
cry
Star
a
Fox?
little bit.
you just like baseball bat swat it with a wing or something.
Yeah, no, we're good. Shields didn't pop yet.
You shoot through its shields though, and basically give it this like disgusting just spank.
You guys want me to like
Did we do a critical threshold on it?
Probably.
Do you want me to
Yeah, you did.
Right. Do you want me to like reoriginate
65.
some shields or something? Because I can
want me
like
to do that
balance
again?
them. Like,
No, I feel like the next action is going to be speed up.
okay.
So what is 65? 65 is engines. Condition applies to all pilot actions. So
Nice.
their engines are glitching.
Cool. Cool.
Hold on, was that one critical threshold?
Yeah.
For all that damage.
It popped through its shields,
Okay.
And then
it did 10 hull points,
All right.
and then it hit a critical threshold.
Okay.
Cool.
Um,
So the second piloting check is just going to be to speed up, which is...
wait, they haven't attacked yet, and Discerning Dagger hasn't attacked yet.
We're not at the attack phase. We're still in the piloting
Oh God,
phase.
yeah, you're right. Jesus,
We're still in the
Yeah.
piloting
We
Yeah,
rammed the
that's
shit out of them, and now we're gonna speed away.
see.
We're pulling a Miami Vice on these bitches, okay?
Les, I love you. Okay, this is less good. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and spend a space superiority point. We're going to add a D4 to this.
Okay.
All right, so I'm at a -1 So that is a 20 before I add a d4. And what is my DC? 24. Cool. So I got a roll of 4 on a d4.
You using your computer bonus that you can use for the duo node?
I already used it.
Okay. Are you using bonus that Maia gave you for?
Already used. Well, I'm including that.
Okay.
That is a 3 on a d4.
Okay.
So I'm going to miss it by 1.
All right. So
we'll move up during the move up phase.
Yep, that's all that'll happen. It will.
I rolled a 3 on the piloting check. I can't do anything about that. Although I missed it by 1, rolling a 3 on a piloting check.
Right.
While doing 2 actions.
Yes, we know you're awesome.
Is just
sorry.
going to.
It just makes me happy. I feel good being good at something.
It's going to attempt to just keep pace. It gets there with a.
Decided not to pass.
31. You guys will progress. Cavernous supports.
So now we head into a cave. Why are you flying the worst way possible? Pick a better path!
So, cavernous supports, anything firing into or out of has cover, basically. So because of the supports and stuff, it's going to be more difficult to...
Why would you fly into a cave? Why does the sky have stalactites? That's what I want to know.
It's...
I told you we were going to have problems flying through hell.
We flew into a cave.
I told you it was going to happen.
My envisionment of hell isn't like this open skied area. I still feel like there's probably a ceiling.
No, you're picturing the nether. That's what you're picturing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there are levels of hell, so I guess there's tops and bottoms.
That's fair.
I'm imagining a ceiling, hence supports. Anyway, everything's got cover. I'm going to have the discerning dagger make their... Okay. So discerning dagger somehow gets a shot in.
I mean, when you got enough weapons, probability works on your side.
Eventually, one of those kids is going to roll a 20.
It's going to be bad news. One of the kids actually does get a shot in, hits the port side.
Good job, children.
You all, how
keep
do you
up
want to
with
act?
the murdering.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he is just like, he was all like, what's the best way to raise anti-government anarchists?
Well, first be Tengus.
Right, first, I must be a Tengu. Solvable.
We're already there.
That step's done.
Yeah. Second, I must sell weapons and raise them around an abundance of explosives and weapons.
So, step 1.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens.
Then I got to drag them into hell where they can shoot things for the sake of it.
Right. It's good for their alignment.
It's good for it.
For their alignment.
It's okay to kill them. They're already
Literally
dead.
good for their alignment. So what do you all want to do? Who wants to go first?
I'm going to try to shoot off another piece of this thing.
Good luck.
Okay.
No.
You got those engines glitching there.
I need to roll a double-digit number. 15 energy, flat-footed.
No.
See?
Won't do it.
I need to get ahead of them. So I can give you guys bonuses.
I do not. I rolled even lower than I had.
Okay.
I could either restore shields or evenly distribute or move some shield points around or just...
to be honest with you, restoring shields sounds like such a good idea since our shields are just beat up from the floor up.
Okay, so...
I didn't know our shields went this low.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. Let me see what the DC to do that is.
I thought the numbers below 100% were just for show. They were to show you that they were charging when you had just docked it for a while.
Our shields look like any woman in a Reba McEntire song.
What? Oh my god.
Jesus.
Half of her songs are about like women in terrible domestic violence relationships. I didn't write them.
Great! I'm going to hell for real for laughing at it.
Jesus. Ion, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't write those lyrics. She did.
The DC I have to make is 10 plus 1.5 times the ship tier. So what is
20.
our ship tier? So
You're looking for a 20.
I'm looking for a 20. Okay, let me see. Ooh, I think I roll 17.
That was a good one, right?
Jesus, fuck!
Not for your alignment.
3 or higher, that's what I'm looking for.
My real life alignment is neutral, so I'm allowed to say stuff like that.
We're gonna go to hell when we die.
I make that so we restore 5% of our PCU rating to shield, I guess, of our choice, whatever you want to put that.
Okay, so that makes 20. That's 25.
And then I guess with the remainder of my haste action, help open a portal out of hell?
Yeah, that would be advantageous.
So that would be a 26.
26 will get you there.
What? So I have a plus 20. Do I actually have a chance of failing that computer's check?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
We'll find out.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
You
only
step
way
on
I
the power
can
supply and turns the
really...
computer off.
No, I wanted to fix it, not run maintenance.
Oh, right.
God, you're like me trying to do a voice call on Discord. Oh, look, there's an update available. Oh, shit!
I was talking on this.
Why do I click that button every time? Every time.
Background updates.
So you notice a Bombay door open as a what appears to be tactical nuclear missile gets launched from this fighter. Thankfully, because of the cavern's supports and Zenka's flying, it hits one of the supports.
Did they just try to shoot a nuke at us?
Yes.
Oh my god.
They did.
They're taking this very seriously.
I feel like this is a bit much.
Right. And if you're a demon in hell, like, where do you go if you die?
You die.
You
No,
die.
Well, I was saying if you're a demon in hell, where do you go when you die?
No,
Do you just go back to hell?
No, because you're still an outsider.
Well, it depends.
And so, like, outsiders' essence are tied to their actual being. They don't have
but
a
if they
soul.
died
They're
on the
just like a
plane like they were
manifestation.
called, like they just die.
Well,
Well,
that's
if they-
possible, but if there's
Right.
enough of if their soul is strong enough, they do something worse, which is they have to start over
Oh.
at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay. So
Ooh.
that's all the attacks and
Talk
stuff.
about
We're
a
back
demon
at,
with a grudge.
Piloting phase.
Right.
Okay. So for me to give you guys bonuses, I have to get ahead of them. In order for me to get ahead of them, I have to do the speed up twice.
Do it.
Do it. Just get us out of here.
And you do
Okay.
have the additional speed because of my
Yeah, so that
jacking the engine up.
bonus brings me up to a +1, and then the second check I'm at a -1.
Okay.
Because there's penalties involved. So
Just roll good.
doing what I can. Okay. God damn it. Okay. So the first one is a 21. I'm going to spend another point and add a D4 to it because...
Roll good.
No. So we'll try it again on the second one.
Okay.
That's much better. That is a 36.
Cool. So you move into an area with a crosswind. So
Okay.
anything that might maybe... I'll let you argue whether or not that could be advantageous or disadvantageous to you.
I'm either rolling really well or really bad. And it happens.
It's not space. It's a little weird.
It is. It's super weird.
I'm like, all this atmosphere is fucking me up.
We got a little bit ahead, but we now have to eat their... I mean, they have to do the speed up to keep
They're
up
going
with
to
us.
attempt to speed up. Roll bad. They'll speed up. They don't do it. So,
Good.
So chase progress. The GM moves forward by one zone all vehicles whose pilots succeed at a minimum of one required check. And they didn't, so they actually stay behind. They get caught up in those particular supports and they stay far behind. So they're about 400 feet back, give or take.
We made them eat their piloting action and this action. So
All right.
I'll take it.
That's
We'll have a discerning dagger.
Is the discerning dagger keeping pace with us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they've also got a +2 to everything.
Okay.
Because they're behind us.
They attempt to shoot, but the Caverner's supports are making that very difficult. You guys.
Yeah, they tried to shoot it like.
Yeah, I attempt to shoot and I miss.
Okay.
This feels like first level.
Ooh. 27?
No.
Is that with the +2?
29.
No.
I have to roll a 14 or higher to hit them if it's 30.
Yeah, they are too fast. It's just...
I hit him on a 30.
Okay.
So I think it's... 30.
What
But
you gonna do?
That's meta knowledge.
That means
Maia.
we just need to get the hell out of here.
Drop dice on the floor. So
You're really close.
do we want 5% more shields?
Yes. And then we're going to hope that when we drop out of this hellscape, that whatever we fight on the opposite side is not quite as difficult to hit.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna keep hasting until my heart explodes. Mark that down.
You're like, oh god, when I can take out the intravenous nicotine drip.
I definitely make the engineering
Caffeine
check,
drip, I
and
should
then the
say.
computer's check for Hell Portal is next. And I rolled a 25 for the computers.
There you go.
So you get 5% more shields wherever you want to put those.
Okay, so if you give us 5% more shields again, we will be back at full shields.
So, good news. You're getting really close to opening that hell portal up.
That is
Bad news.
We're getting to the end of this course.
Cyna is getting a really beautiful view of this thing launching from the ground towards you guys.
Oh my god, there's another one. It's bigger.
Well, not really. It just looks like the suit is more form-fitting instead of being spacious.
Oh god.
but it's the same size?
Do you have a mysticism check?
You do.
I do.
Can I tune into his helmet or her helmet and Mr.
I got a 10.
A 10. Yeah, you can tune into his helmet.
She
and
hells tune in.
Here,
please.
what is this?
That's not very good. A 16 mysticism.
No, you have no idea. Looks
So
like a devil.
21.
A 21. I'll give it to you. This is a cybernetic horned devil that has been integrated into this sortie gear that's even more badass than the one you're fighting.
So it is a Doom Cyber Demon Gundam.
Holy shit.
I just kind of tilt my head.
Um,
How is this a thing?
It is.
Why is this a thing?
It is a Doom Cyber Demon.
More importantly, whatever you
As a
need to do
Gundam.
is we need to make sure that this is not our afterlife.
Yep.
Let's go. Get
that
out of
is
here.
that is a tier.
So glad I found
that is a
found Sarah,
tier
mate.
11 starship coming for you.
We
right
just
now.
pissed off all of hell.
It's a tier 11
No, just
starship.
like one demon devil.
I feel like
Maybe.
that's enough of hell.
One demon devil. All right.
Or a daemon.
Yeah, it's a Cyber Demon Gundam.
Okay.
Okay.
Zenka,
Okay.
what do?
I want to put as much distance between that and us as possible.
Okay, good
Because I'm
luck.
assuming it's entering in at the beginning of that. I don't know. You know what?
It doesn't follow those rules. It's got a timer.
Sure don't.
It's like-
sure doesn't.
I could just imagine like old school Twitch game, like the Descent games where you're in that spaceship and you're like trying to shoot things while avoiding like random obstructions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something pops up on the
All
screen,
right.
you're just like, everything clenches inside of you, and you're like, oh god.
Cool. That is a 28 on the speed up.
Okay.
So that's going to speed up.
All
We're
right.
going to try the speed up again. This is at a -1. That is going to be a 27. So cool. We'll speed up twice.
All right. So as you're speeding up, you go through this area that's got these violent updrafts. Like it's very hard to like keep yourself off the ceiling. And you're basically speeding toward what appears to be a tornado made of fire and ash.
I love
Why
it.
would you fly into that?
I got curious.
Because from the data that you've been getting from the other ship,
This is the
that's
least
where you
dangerous
need to drop that portal.
I have to do it in the fiery cyclone.
They are going to try to double
Of
maneuver
course
to
we
speed
do.
up.
I may
That's
have
a 20.
underestimated how crazy this was as a plan, just so we know. Everyone is aware that I'm admitting. May have underestimated.
I mean, we knew the
That's-
plane was crazy.
I didn't think it was
My
gonna
immense
be
fear
this
was just
crazy.
like the discerning dagger, like crumpling into fire.
You guys get to advance.
I'm being like stuck here forever.
So yeah, actually, as you guys advance, you're able to circumvent that. I forgot about that part. I was trying to be dramatic, but it didn't work. Oh. Maia, is there anything you'd like to do right now?
We just took a detour away from dramatic.
Yeah, I'd like to open a portal out of hell.
Okay.
all
Make
right,
me a computers or engineering check.
I think we can cover the drama.
We're going to make our own landmark in this zone.
All right, so that was a 33 computers check.
Great. Zenka, would you kindly make the requisite piloting check to get these umbilicals close enough to
I
connect
will
and make
give it
this
a try.
piloting out of hell?
Yes,
Oh
I
God!
will.
If I see that like our ships are getting that close and I'm on the outside, I'm gonna go back inside.
Yeah, you can pop in. Sweet Feather did his job.
Please fasten your safety belts and make sure that your tray tables are in the upright and locked positions. Because we're leaving hell now. That is going to be... That's a 37.
Yes.
I
So
like click my
you
haste
guys
off
get
the nauseating
close
feeling
enough
of-
that the tether actually
Why
makes
did I
a
do that?
connection. The combined energies of your ship are able to create this portal that you go through. Maia and Isabel do what's necessary to close the portal behind them.
Close.
Alt, control, delete, in task.
And the ship kind of goes nuts. The ship's computers go nuts, realizing that it just went from like atmosphere to no atmosphere like almost immediately. So there's a lot of like things that are trying to readjust itself.
The control surfaces
Once
don't work.
the,
The control surfaces don't work.
I mean, they normally don't because this is a spaceship designed for space.
Once the portals have been
It has
officially
wings and
shut, I
fins.
just like
It
get up from my
do.
computer and just like rip my headset off, and I'm just like,
Also, I guarantee I just... Why did we do that? Apologies.
So
I need a cigarette.
And I don't even smoke.
We used to have an argument back when I was in the military, and I think I can say that boot camp is definitely worse than hell.
Title music for Dead Sons is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.